In today's LEGO City and Room update, I'm going to be working on a few different projects. Some of those things will be to make a new large tree, improve the Star Wars sets on display, and also add the huge AT-AT. I'll try a budget-friendly minifigure display solution and hang some LEGO art as well. So let's jump straight into it. The first thing will be to improve the Star Wars display area. During Star Wars Week, I actually built the huge UCS AT-AT, and to fit that into the display shelves, I will need to change some of the other Star Wars sets around. I will add in some new acrylic stands to some of the displays. All of these sets are still sitting flat on the shelves, so hopefully this will make the display look a little bit more interesting by adding some elevation and a few angles. And here's the AT-AT, fits perfectly and looks great. Now I can move on to adding the acrylic stands. They are made with 3 pieces which I've put together. The top plate has holes to clip the white 1x1 round plates in, which are LEGO branded and supplied. The X-Wing is on a 12cm angled stand, which allows the wings to be fully open and look so much better than before. The Razor Crest is on a 4cm angled stand. Here's a look at everything back on display. Moving on to the minifigures. I've purchased these 3-level display cases from Kmart, $22 each. It's not LEGO branded, so I've put the minifigures onto the LEGO plates before placing inside. They have acrylic doors that slide open from the middle and space to fit about 36 minifigures. To create a neat display, I will sort these into groups. Some minifigures will later go into the LEGO City, and some will stay on display. Here is Series 22, 23, and 24. I think stacking these down the wall here between the shelves and the door and maybe adding some lights will make these look absolutely fantastic. Also for the walls I have Mickey and Minnie, which is made with 2 of the Disney Mickey Mouse art sets. The Ultimate Batman, which is 3 of the Jim Lee Batman art sets, and the world map. Based on piece count, the world map is currently the largest LEGO set of all time with over 11,000 pieces. I have chosen this narrow wall space for Batman, this spot for Mickey and Minnie, and the world map will go on the large wall behind the LEGO City. Using these command large picture hanging strips, I don't need to put any holes in the walls. They are easily removed if later I decide to move things around. Now Batman is finally off the floor and it looks awesome. Mickey and Minnie are also up on the wall now too, along with the world map, and all with no holes in the wall. Here's a look of the room now and I'm really happy with the new additions. Moving on to the new tree. Here's 2 of the large trees that I have recently built and added to the LEGO City and campground. To add a new type of tree and a different colour leaf, I will be using a similar building technique with the small olive plant stems. Here's a look at all of the parts used and the process. Here we have the base structure of this tree. As you can see, it's kind of in 3 sections. So with the bottom and the middle section, we've got the larger arches. And in the top section, we just use the smaller arch. I also like to stagger these. So if you can see here, this arch here is actually 1 stud further that way compared to this one. And then when you get to the top, it jumps back over. This is so when you put the leaf elements on, it all looks a little bit more staggered. And then you get that more realistic look once you put the leaves on. I also hinge off the front of every single arch, except for the middle and the bottom section, we actually hinge off the side as well as the front. So you can put more leaf elements going all the way around the tree. I also like to use 1x2 plates here to support that plate with a clip. So then once you put your leaves on, this hinge doesn't just snap off. So it's actually quite supported in there, and you can hinge that as much as you like and it won't fall away from the tree. So it's time to make these new little leaf elements, and then we'll attach them onto this tree and have a look at the final result. I will incorporate the new tree into the Lego City landscaping soon, but for now, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this slightly different Lego room update, and I hope to see you again in the next one.